There's a running commentary in your head that nobody else hears. And the truth is, it's controlling you. Now, let me just show this to you guys real quick. Almost 90% of our thoughts day to day go completely unseen, untracked. They're completely unconscious, as though we're like dreaming. Over 90% of what you do remember, it's not necessarily all useful. I'd say over half of it hasn't any purpose for you or any good for you. You are aware of your outward actions. You are aware of that. And you think about doing better. I think every single one of us want to see our lives change. But what you tell yourself in private secretly decides more than anyone else sees. The inner voice, it oftentimes negotiates with reality, and usually just to keep you safe. I talk about this a lot, but the amygdala, the whole entire limbic system, research it. Look what the processing is of it. See how it holds you back simply because it's trying to keep you safe and comfortable. Yeah, there is a whole entire part of the brain for that. Now, we just discount them as thoughts, but I almost see them more as temptations, not just from our bodies or from our influences, or not just from reels, even though I'm sure a lot of that comes from the media we consume, but from Satan himself, or maybe the overall negative energy behind keeping you from progressing. They're not just thoughts, they're active justifications. Listen to your internal dialogue. Pay attention to it. Be watchful as to what it's trying to communicate to you, because even what passes through your mind subconsciously without you even realizing manifests. It invites you to act upon it. Think about the addictions you have, these temptations you randomly get throughout the day. You have no idea, but subconsciously, your mind is always trying to get you to do it. Satan is always trying to get you to act on it. But when we become more aware of the thoughts that pass through our mind, is when we can start seeing them for what they are, and we can start controlling our reality and our output as it is performed. And the best way you can do that is you start to write down this inner dialogue that you have. Whenever you start having these feelings of doubt or fear or temptation, write them down. Then write down one excuse or justification mark that usually likes to materialize as these temptations come along. How do you work? How do you work with it to allow these temptations to act forth in your life? How do you allow these temptations to become actions in your life? What things do you say to trigger that? Then just make one commitment for one simple temptation to act against it just once. You see, when we just win once, when we just have one accomplishment, our mind can tell us so much more. It knows that we can do this again. I was able to do it once before, I can do it again. When you start loading up a lot of work and you start accomplishing things that you thought were previously impossible, you start to do it more. And it becomes easy, it becomes second nature. This whole entire idea that once you make $10,000, you can make $10,000 again a lot easier. But the first $10,000 is extremely difficult. Until your mind gets past these limiting beliefs that come from Satan, no doubt, it tears down walls. It brings us clarity and it shows us what we can do rather than all of the ideas surrounding us telling us what we can't do. Just act against it once, no matter how small. See how your life shifts drastically. My name is Gabriel Bowman. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I keep it short and simple so that you guys can move on with your life with strength and power to go forward. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.